All right, y'all. So super excited. Great day if you're a DC fan, man. Great day. So James Gunn released the slate or the ideas that they're going to be doing for the DC cinematic universe, what they have in store for us. And man, there was like some stuff that we kind of expected. And then there was some really nice surprises in there that I'm going to be talking to you guys about. So, some of the first things that we are going to be talking about, right? So this is awesome little lineup, and I feel like there's going to be more coming up as well. So I'm very excited about that. So we got a few ones in here that we kind of expected. We expected him to announce Superman, which is going to be called Superman Legacy. Not really sure what kind of storyline he's going to be using, if it's going to be All-Star. I think he like tweeted All-Star Superman, that storyline. But who knows? Maybe he's going to pick and choose, see what he wants from there and here. So that one we kind of see it coming. And then we also have a Batman project. So the Superman is going to be coming out in July of 2025, which right now it feels like a very long time. And then we're going to have a Batman that's going to be coming out a few months later after that. That's going to be featuring Damian Wayne, which is the son of Batman. He's like the latest Robin. He's a little bit more edgier than any other Robin before, a little bit more hot-headed, but he seems to be a hit. I myself have not read any other runs with Damian in them. My exposure to Damian has pretty much been through the Dark Knight's Metal storyline, which I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool. So those were kind of expected. Also, I think it's going to be a different Batman from the Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves is still going to be separate. That's pretty much what he's saying. Matt Reeves is an Elseworld. So we're going to have two DC universes going on at the same time. Like the Matt Reeves, the Joker universe, all that stuff going on one way. And then we're going to have James Gunn DC universe going the other way. Which I'm pretty fine, because that's going to give us a pretty good steady diet of DC content. With the Matt Reeves stuff being more probably the darker stuff. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. The Wonder Woman project is going to be Paradise Lost. He described it as a Game of Thrones style drama set in an all-female island of Wonder Woman's place. So this is going to take place before the events of the Wonder Woman films. So the first Wonder Woman film, the 2018 or 2016, 17, one of those, that one took place during World War II, so this is going to be taking place before World War II. So I'm not really sure how they're going to be able to pull it off with that one. I think if we can get more Warrior Princess Diana, I think we should be fine. That's even if Diana is going to be even included in the storyline. So they don't say. We'll find out. We'll find out more. But I am excited that we are getting a new Wonder Woman project. The Authority, based on a team of superheroes, a rather extreme method. So they're bringing in Jim Lee's Wildcats. I'm not super excited about that. I don't think I'm not a Wildcats person. I'm not even that huge into Jim Lee. So I feel like this was kind of just something for just to get Jim Lee on board with the project. So we'll see how it goes. But James Gunn does have a track record of taking little known stuff and then turning it into a mainstream. The Waller we are gonna be getting the Waller stuff. So the spin-off from the Peacemaker. Amanda Waller is gonna be in her own show. And I kind of do like her. I think the actress Viola Davis, I think she did a fantastic. I thought she did pretty good as Waller. She was pretty menacing, and she was like super in charge, man. So that's what we got going on. All right, so some of the more exciting ones for me, at least. Booster Gold. All right, Booster Gold's coming. He's getting Max series live action. I think that's gonna be cool. I kind of felt like this was gonna come. I mean, we were getting Blue Beetle this year, so it only made sense that we were gonna be getting Booster Gold eventually. So I think that this could be really fun. If you're not familiar with Booster Gold, he reminds me a little bit of like Johnny Cage. He's kind of like a big movie star, celebrity, kind of outlandish, kind of, you know, flashy, you know, that type of thing. And I think it could be fun. I think it could be pretty fun if they get the right actor with the right charisma for it. All right, so the two projects that I'm the most excited about, actually the three projects that I'm the most excited about, were one of them I was kind of expecting, which was the Green Lantern, and the other two I was not expecting. So the Green Lantern one is going to be more Earth-based, is what the story is. So they're going to be trying to tell it a little bit more grounded story with the Green Lanterns, my guess, from what they're making it sound. So the graphics that James Gunn used in his video, I believe those were from the Earth 1. This is volume 1 and volume 2. So I believe that that's what the graphics are being used from here. And in this one, we have Hal Jordan as a astronaut, and he's like investigating something on another planet or asteroid or something, and he runs into something. He runs into a Green Lantern. So it's kind of like space exploration, and then First Contact is like with the Green Lantern Corps, which is pretty cool. But they also say it's gonna be like a Space Cops, I'm guessing. So they're gonna have to be pretty creative on how they're gonna be able to get Space Cops into space, you know. So one of the things I was kind of hoping from the beginning, from the original Green Lantern show when they first announced this like 5 years ago or whatever, was that we were gonna get a Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart buddy cop movie. And I'm kind of hoping that we can still pull it off. I think if anybody can pull it off, it's gonna be James Gunn, because of his sense of humor and his quirkiness and stuff like that. I feel like we could pull it off, like a kind of like a Lethal Weapon style. You know, Hal Jordan's like the crazy hot shotgun, and then, you know, you got Jon Stewart, who's a little bit more conservative, and, you know, it's kind of like, oh, I'm getting too old for this shit, you know, kind of attitude and stuff like that. So I think it could work. I think it could definitely work if they decide to go that route. So that's one that I'm really excited, and that I've been hoping for the longest. So hopefully they can start building on that. And it would just be amazing if they can build their way up to a Blackest Night, whatever. That's on my wish list, but maybe I'm just asking for too much right now. Like the next project that I was pretty excited about was the Swamp Thing. So this was kind of unexpected that we're getting Swamp Thing. So the Swamp Thing show that showed up on the DC streaming app. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you seek it out, watch it. I think it's on HBO Max. I think the only way you can actually watch it now is if you go actually get the physical media DVD. And I think that's why, I don't know, this is besides the point, but that's why I think physical media is like so important nowadays, just because, you know, that they can't take that away from you. Anyways, that was a great show, and it looks like they're going to be relaunching it and as an origin story. So he described it as a horror origin story. So I'm thinking Len Wein, I'm thinking Bernie Wrightson. All right, if they can go to a foggy, dreary swamp, man, that would be a classic for me. I'm very excited for anything Swamp Thing though, so super excited about that. And I think for me, the biggest pop was that we're getting a Supergirl project. That for me was like, oh man, we're getting a Supergirl movie. Not only that, but we're also getting it's not only that, but it's going to be based off of Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow, which came out a couple years ago. I did read it last year, in you know, once all the issues came out, I read the whole thing. And I'm telling you guys, it's one of the best stories. I remember when I first read the first issue, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get into it because the wording was a little funny. But then, you know, I stuck through the first issue. And then once the second one, I kind of hit the stride. And it was so great. So if you haven't read that, it's fantastic. It's a phenomenal story. It's got a lot of heart in it. And the art is freaking amazing. So this was a project that I thought that, man, this would make a great show. The visuals would lend itself to the big screen. And I'm just really excited about that one. And I think overall, if you're a DC fan, you're winning. And if you're into the collectibles and stuff, this is going to be awesome because that means we're going to be getting more Swamp Thing collectibles, probably storylines, toys, statues, and stuff like that. Same thing with Supergirl and all these other guys like Booster Gold and stuff like that. So if you're a fan of these properties, it's a great time. I think it's pretty good. And man, that's it for the DC announcement. You guys let me know what you guys think. What were some of the stuff that you guys are most excited about? Yeah, man, it's a pleasure talking to you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.